right, our new Federal Punch 44 Special is new ammunition by Federal. Excuse my voice, this is the best I can talk today. You know, I still have some vocal cord damage and stuff like that from being sick. But our 44 Special is brand new here by Federal. It is a 180 grain jacket of hollow point Federal Punch. What's interesting about this is they designed it from the ground up to be a good defensive round. Instead of taking just like a regular old 180 grain that's meant for like a 44 Magnum or something like that, they just simply made it from the ground up. They made kind of the jacket a little bit thinner. Very large hollow cavity. So it's really designed to expand really well. So in comparison to that, I want to compare it to the 45 ACP Federal Punch, because a lot of people will tell you that the 44 Special is kind of the ballistic twin to 45 ACP. Kind of is, kind of isn't. 44 Special is lower pressure than 45 ACP, but they used kind of the same powder charge. So generally it's a little less powerful, but it's pretty similar. So I'm going to use my Model 69 Smith & Wesson with a 4 1/4 inch barrel to test that 44 Special. And for a 45 ACP, I'm going to use my Glock 41 with a 5.3 inch barrel, because the gun size is about the overall, similar size, about the similar bullet travel in that. So I'm going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy I get at the same time. Going to do my 10% clear ballistic test, and I've been doing best case versus worst case scenario. So our best case scenario would be plain clear ballistics, right into plain clear ballistics, and that's it. Our worst case would be a 1/4 inch MDF with 4 layers of denim on the front. So that's kind of like hitting someone wearing like a jacket, pectoral muscle, and then ribs or sternum stimulation into more clear ballistics. Then I'm going to shoot from a little distance at my steel silhouette like I normally do, just kind of see what kind of practical accuracy I can get. So let's get started with this test. All right, first up, we're going to test our 45 ACP. Is rated at 890 feet per second, 230 grains. So let's see how close we get to 890 feet per second. 877, 835, 863, 887, 869. So below rated velocity, which is interesting. 44 Special, this is rated at 815 feet per second. Much lighter bullet. So let's see what we got with this. 757, 749, 766, 743, 782. So I honestly thought that 815 was out of like a 2.5 inch barrel. I don't know what it's out of, because we're significantly less in a 4 1/4 inch barrel. So that's pretty interesting. Let's hit our ballistics gel block with these and see what we get. All right, we're going to do our best case scenario, just plain clear ballistics. So there's no 45 ACP. See what this does. All right, 44 Special. Let's take a look. Well, that's really interesting here. With our 45 ACP, we got about 14 3/4 inches penetration total. Bullet sucked back a little bit, which is interesting. I don't know why it does that necessarily. Pretty good expansion. Now with our 44 Special, I'm actually pretty surprised. Wasn't expecting expansion with that velocity, but since we have such low energy and we got that expansion, the bullet kind of sucked back to very low penetrating level. But what we're looking at is total penetration of about 10 3/4 to 11 inches. So definitely under penetrating, but good expansion. So let's try our medium density fiberboard in denim now, see how that compares. All right, MDF, 45 ACP, denim, see how this does. 44 Special, same thing. Let's go take a look. All right, so we got kind of the similar results, but you know, just amplified a little bit, just because we're going to limit that expansion a little bit. And here is our MDF shots here. A little bit bigger hole with our 45 ACP. A lot of damage here. And with our 45 ACP, what we got is a penetration of about 15 3/4. Good expansion. With our 44 Special, we actually got to about 12.5 inches, which is acceptable. Okay damage and expansion, which is pretty surprising to me. So overall, that's doing not bad, to be honest. It's definitely a very quiet round too. I mean, it is super quiet. I could probably shoot it without your hearing protection and be fine. That's one benefit of the 44 Special. But let's shoot from some distances now and just kind of see what I can get for overall practical accuracy. All right, I'm just gonna start from 25 yards, see what I can get. I'm just gonna fire a few rounds. 45 ACP, center mass. All right, looks like it's impacting just a little bit to the left for me. 44 Special, let's see how this does. All right, not bad. Let me back it up. You know, 45 and 44 are generally inherently accurate. So I just want to shoot from 75 yards and see what I can get, because I think that, you know, with these bullet weights and slow velocity, it is kind of easier in some respect to make some hits at distance. So let me try that. All right, 75 yards, 45 ACP. Just gonna hold center mass, see what I get. So without a doubt, that's a pretty accurate round. I don't know how the 44 Special is going to compare. We shall see. Let's see how this does. All right, some more rounds here. Keep going with that. All right, so I'm going to say that's a really accurate round too, so you can't fault them for accuracy. And we got really good everything. The only thing that's lacking here is the penetration. This very much reminds me with the 44 Special of the 38 Special HST, because it has a really good expansion, but it just didn't penetrate enough. With our MDF shot though, it did penetrate enough. You know, when you limit that expansion, that's more real world anyway. So I'm going to say it definitely has enough penetration. It definitely has enough expansion. It definitely has enough accuracy. It's a really good round overall. And I've been looking for something like this for a long time, because You know, a nice 44 Magnum or 44 Special revolver loaded with a decent 44 Special defensive round is a good option. But most of the time, there's no decent 44 Special loads out there. You can go with Buffalo Bore and stuff like that, but generally it's just not quite as good at performing as this, because this is really low recoil. We're talking close to like 38 Special recoil, good expansion, and we have that, you know, oomph of that bigger, you know, 44 caliber bullet. So overall, I'm going to say both of these are excellent ammunition choices. And, you know, the 44 Special really is special in this test. It's really good rounds. So that's what you get today. So as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.